Cool.
Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies coming to you with Haig Club, which is a single grain whiskey.
Single grain Scotch whiskey.
Is that possible?
They do it. Let's do it.
Man, if they do that, they need to get a real good sponsor.
Ooh, I think they have it.
Like David Beckham.
Or Bill Beckham.
That's what I call him. Billy, we're tight.
Let's test it.
Test it. All right, Bruno. Single grain Scotch whiskey.
It exists.
Yes, and they have a spokesman. Who is it? Paul Abdul?
He's like me. He's hot and juicy.
Hot and juicy. Well, my husband rocks, but I believe it's Beckham.
Yes. Well, I thought, what a good, this is a reappearance of the hot and juicy shirt, but I thought if we're going to talk about David Beckham.
I bet you he liked it so much he didn't even take payment to be the sponsor.
I bet he did. I bet he got paid handsomely.
I heard he got paid a lot for the single grain.
Now, I have to admit, when I first saw this on the shelf, I thought it was kind of gimmicky. I thought it looks like a big cologne bottle. They're just trying to get people to buy this for their dads on Father's Day.
You know, I read an article in the Whiskey Advocate, and they actually said it is kind of designed to get that 25-something crowd interested. And apparently the mixologists love it because it's a kind of a real clean spirit.
Yeah.
And I think you and I did see some of that.
I would agree.
So
I was surprised by it. I didn't know what to expect.
So it's got a bluish tint to the alcohol. I can't see it. You know what I did hear that was interesting? When they do a lot of like serious taste tests, the glasses, I don't know if they're Glencairn or what, they'll be blue so that nobody's judging it by the color that's in the liquid.
Yeah, because I do that. Or I mean, you get, you form opinions of it on the color.
Well, if you forgot, they wrote Haig on the cap. I think it made the finger slip.
You like sprayed some of it too.
It's a heavy. Look at that.
A little bit landed in my eye.
Feel it.
Oh yeah.
It's got some heft.
It's like copper.
It's got some weight to it. Kind of surprised me. I thought it was just going to be a plastic cap.
Ooh.
Well,
let me pour me about half of yours. That's quite a bit.
Yeah, sorry. I got excited. You said Beckham, and I was like, ooh, if he drinks this, I need to drink a lot. Good call, brother. Good call.
Anyway, single grain Scotch. Admittedly, I looked it up to make sure I knew what I was talking about.
We're dummies. We're dummies. We don't usually know, and some of you know that we don't know.
Grain whiskeys are generally used because they are lighter and they're crisper. They are generally used to blend with malt whiskeys to help tame some of the characteristics of malt whiskeys.
God knows you got to tame a malt whiskey.
Yeah.
It needs to be tamed.
So, grain whiskeys are generally known because they're lighter and crisper. Now, a single grain Scotch whiskey means that it just came from a single distillery, but it still has to be made from at least two types of grain, one of which has to be barley.
Corn.
No,
sorry, not
barley.
Barley.
So it's a single grain Scotch, but that means it came from one distillery, and it's still made from at least two types of grain, one being barley.
Interesting. On the nose, I get a grassy, clean, crisp, and then I put down citrus pear.
Well, let's talking about that. Just look at our color. It is lighter.
Sure.
A lighter gold color.
But I'm not overwhelmed even by an alcohol smell.
Nope.
So it is clean and refreshing.
I get a fresh citrus. I have it as the lighter citruses, your pears, oranges, grapes, apples. It has a very fresh smell to it, and I get a grassiness with it as well, probably from the grains that are used.
All right, I know why I like this. I get two things on this. Right off the bat, the taste gives me a very, very strong floral note. I get a little bit of grassy malty, and then I get what surprises me to this day. The aftertaste for me is like a vanilla yogurt. It's that creamy vanilla yogurt that just tails out, and it's just unique. I really like it.
I have a vanilla cream flavor, but on his yogurt topic, I would say froyo. It's a creamy vanilla froyo.
What's a froyo?
Frozen yogurt.
Is. Oh, I've never had that. Where do you get frozen yogurt? Like
that's what I
custard or
the orange leaf.
Okay, yeah.
That's frozen. That's froyo.
Never been there. It looks real trendy. There's always little tweens coming in and out of there.
Yeah.
You probably hang out there a lot.
I've got teenagers.
You do.
And my wife too.
It's a
She
good
likes we
excuse.
like the orange leaf.
Sure.
Anyway, the taste is definitely fresh. It's crisp. It's very smooth. I get a zest to it, like a orange or a lemon zest. Just not that that's what's hitting you in the nose with it, but it's just a crisp zest to it, and then that vanilla creaminess.
That aftertaste is sweet, delicious, and it is still there, still with me. And it's the only thing I can say is a vanilla yogurt. If you've had a vanilla yogurt, that is the aftertaste I get.
It is. I can see how this is used. How they say that this is light and crisp, and it's used to tame harsher scotches.
Delicious. Now, Bill Beckham did get paid a lot to come in and what?
Who?
It's not Bill? Doesn't he bend it like Beckham?
Yep. Bill Beckham.
Bill Beckham. For those that know him, they call him Billy.
Been hitting us hard.
Oh, that's funny. I gave it. That's the exact same score I gave it on mine.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see right there, just for proof.
Yep. 88.
88's great.
Haig single grain Scotch whiskey.
Haig Club. I love the spirit. I got to admit, I'm a little turned off by the packaging. That's just me.
Not that I've tasted it at first. Yes.
Well.
Oh, you mean still though? You're just not a big fan of the cologne bottle.
It looks like aftershave. I don't even want to pour it into a glass.
I do admit that even sitting here, it just looks like a big bottle of aftershave, which is kind of weird drinking from.
It spooks me a little bit. I mean, I know it says stand out. This is probably great. It's in a club. It's sitting on the bar. People are like, what's that? Oh, that's Billy Beckham's.
Now, actually, what I just realized, and let me point out, sitting here tasting this and talking about it, I never added water to it. And this is, I just realized it. Every Scotch, every whiskey I've tasted, I add a splash of water to just to bring it down a little bit.
Well, it's 40%.
It's 40%, and it's delicious.
It is. It is, actually. You're right. I did add a touch just to open up, but it is delicious.
I just realized I hadn't.
Packaging turns me off a little bit, but I got to admit, I don't think they're marketing this toward me. I'm just telling you. I don't think it's being marketed toward me. What was the price point?
It was a present, a gift. I don't even know. I want to say it's about the $60 range.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, from what I've read, they are trying to market toward the 25-something crowd that is not drinking whiskeys.
Well, it would be a very good introductory Scotch for someone to start with.
I agree 100%. So please, I mean, that's what you need is the range. Bring those new drinkers in. Let them understand the gift that's in the spirit. That you don't need to throw Coke into this.
Ooh.
Okay. You don't need coconut coming in. It's although I'm sure it is great for mixing. That's what they said. So, all right, Scotch Test Dummies, Scotch it.
Make sure you subscribe to us, and you may catch a review of some world whiskeys coming up, including the Yamazaki 18.
We got a Yamazaki 18, and not too distant, you're going to see some Ardbeg. What's the weirdest thing we've got coming for review? Every once in a while, we do a shootout, which is Scott's wife wanted to know if we could actually like blindly taste test and identify what Scotch we were drinking. So we'll throw in some shootouts every once in a while. And if you want to know about bourbons, check us out on Wednesday. We got America's Whiskey Wednesdays, which we call ourselves the Whiskey Tasting Fellows.
The WTFs.
The WTFs, and that right now we're the Scotch Test Dummies, the STDs.
Subscribe. Check us out. Join us on Twitter. Join us on Facebook. Do it.
Give us your comments. If you've tasted this, we love seeing your tasting comments because everybody's palate's different. Scotch Test Dummies. Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.
Dummies.